Greetings and salutations, my dearest friends. In today's video, me and my dad are going to be buddy reading Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today, me and my dad are reading the second book in the... Ooh, what is the series called? It's not called Fourth Wing series.
I don't know. I didn't think there was a name to the series.
There definitely is, but I can't remember it off the top of my head.
I don't either.
Anyways, we read Fourth Wing together. We have a whole reading vlog on it, which I will leave down below. We both really love that book, so we were highly anticipating this read. So in this video, we're going to be reading it together, vlogging separately and also together. Forgot to film the intro for this video, so we already know how we feel about the book, but that's it. Any thoughts?
No, we were looking forward to reading it. It was something I was looking forward to after reading the first one. It was more of a surprise read for me because you set me on a mission. Check on the video below and you'll see what for Fourth Wing. I was on a mission just to get that one, and then I decided to start it just on a whim, and I turned into a big fan of them. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so continue on the video if you want to see our thoughts on Iron Flame. We secured the motherfucking bag. We did, okay? I am so excited. Say what you want. Say what you want about Fourth Wing, about Iron Flame, about Rebecca Yarros, about popular books, overrated books. Say what you want. But the excitement I felt when I turned the corner and saw this singular book on the shelves, I literally felt like I was gonna pass out. Like, the serotonin coursing through my veins was unmatched, and it just, like, I felt like a little giddy kid opening a gift on Christmas, and it just, like, reminded me of why I love reading. And I think that's why I love this series, and, like, the hype of it is just, like, it's giving nostalgia, even though it's a new series, like, giddy fun feeling of being excited to read and excited to talk about a book with someone. And, like, so many people that I know have read this book, like, even my coworkers, so then we're talking about it. It's just, I could cry! Pre-ordered this on Amazon. Amazon was not with it. It's delayed. And then I also pre-ordered the special edition from Waterstone, which is in the UK, so that's going to take a while to get shipped to me. Things were not looking good, okay? This morning, as soon as I woke up, I checked my Target stock to see if they had them. 4 in stock. 4 in stock is what it said online. So I went to Target 15 minutes after it opened. This was the only one on the shelves. I could see 2 other girls with the book in their hands as well. So I'm like, Zam, we really snatched up those 4 copies real quick. And then someone even came, like, after asking for this one and Fourth Wing 2. I guess she hadn't read the first book either. And she was like, well, I need to read the first one before I read the second one. Do you guys, like, have both? Bestie, they didn't have both. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was clutching this like it was my child. So, I'm excited. I already started the audiobook this morning on my drive to work. It's a vibe. I should have fucking called off today because I don't want to be here. I don't want to be working. But my dad got his copy in the mail from Amazon. Literally, as soon as I got home, he's like, open your package. I think it's the book. Yes. So he got his package, and then we also have the holiday edition of Fourth Wing here. Although his copy kind of came a little damaged, which I'm hearing a lot of people are saying, but he's gonna vlog. I'm on chapter 20, so you have some catching up to do.
You started without me.
I did. He immediately took the dust jacket off. Literally immediately took the dust jacket off. I don't do that. Your copy, actually, the sides are better than mine. Mine are all dented.
Mine look nice. I like it. I don't want the dust cover to get dirty, so I took it off.
Okay. Just washed off my makeup and I'm about to head out the door because me and my family are going to do like a little staycation. Listen to the audiobook while I was working today, and on my lunch I was kind of like also reading and listening to it. I made it to about chapter 23. I have 8 hours left of the audiobook. I'm gonna be really honest, the beginning was very slow. Like I wasn't disappointed. I think because this is such a highly anticipated book, I had such high expectations, and also I was like bracing myself for sadness and pain because that's what Rebecca Yarros is known for. I was hesitant for like the first chunk of this book, but now I'm into it, and I've heard, no spoilers, but I've heard that chapter 25 is like devastating, and I'm kind of nervous because that's just in 2 chapters. Yeah, a little bit of a slow start, but I am very much into it now. Violet, was a little annoying. I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but she did annoy me in the beginning, but now I'm vibing with her. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine for now. I'm just like waiting for the pain to happen. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, I gotta go. So we are here at the hotel. We're having a little staycation. We're at a hotel that has like a water park inside of it. So my family's down at the water park and I snuck upstairs so I can read. I didn't even show you before I started digging in, but I got some food and I'm gonna read some more. By the way, I am redeeming myself from Vegas. I ordered pickled vegetables or pickles in Vegas and not a pickle was in sight. And everybody was roasting me, saying that like that's not what pickles means. Look, I ordered pickles and there are pickles. So, redeeming myself from Vegas. The way I annotated more.
What is like? What do you do with annotation? You just, if you do it in the beginning, I'm not that far.
Well, I annotated most of the ones where Zayden was talking, because I'm a simple person.
Greetings and salutations, friends. I had to use her intro. Hello. I'm back on Samantha's channel, and we're reading Iron Flames by Rebecca Yarros. I was very excited for this book to show up. I was looking forward to it. I really enjoyed the last one, and I'm glad that she got 2 copies, so I didn't have to wait for her to read hers before I can start mine. Though, she started reading way before I did, without telling me until the book arrived at our house. That's beside the point. She decided to start without me, so she finished without me. But I am a little over a quarter of the way of the book, almost halfway, and I've been enjoying it. Samantha said she was bored the first 10 or 15 chapters, which I didn't agree. There were some things that happened in the beginning that I was very, not at the edge of my seat, but very interested in and continued for it. So, but this is a very good book. I'm enjoying it so far. I like how the characters are involved, the new ones that have come in that I've been going through. There are a couple things that have been happening that I again, I'm a very plot-driven person that interests me in what's going on, and it's involving me into looking forward to finding some answers. Hopefully they do answer them, but I do have some questions about some of the things that are going on in the book. Samantha says I can't give spoilers, so I can't talk about it yet. We'll talk about it at the end. Maybe we'll give some spoilers then. She said that in her video earlier, but we'll see. But I am enjoying it. I do like where it's going and how it's being addressed. I like the development of some of the characters, some of the things that are going on. But I am enjoying it. I haven't been vlogging a lot from my vehicle. Since the time change, it's dark on my way to work, which is usually when I record my videos. And then on the way home in the morning, the sun's right in my face, and it's just too bright for me to be able to record and focus on the drive. It's too dangerous. So I decided to wait till I got home and record on Samantha's camera in her room, as you can tell. But some of the things that I do like are kind of spoilers. Well, like or don't like.
Say what you want to say, and if it's a major spoiler...
Well, not major. It's just the development of the characters and how they're going through. Like the fact that, you know, they separated the 2 main characters, even though their connection is so strong, but now they're like, no.
I am making the executive decision that we will be doing spoilers in this video. Most of you have already read it, and my dad wants to talk about all the details. So we will be doing spoilers.
All the tea!
Which now I need to go update you guys as well, because I was not doing spoilers. But we will be doing spoilers, so if you don't want spoilers, don't watch the rest of the video.
I'm free!
Oh, what?
I can talk! Jesus. Anyways, the fact that she became a liar, even though she's doing it for a reason.
Who's a liar?
Violet. She's lying to her friends.
Record.
It is recording.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't like the, you know, she became a liar. I understand why she's lying and the connection to her friends, but I think they'll be more stronger together if all the friends who have been instrumental in the way she developed herself became so strong, became so involved in her signet and everything else. Those are major part of her character that built her up. Her friends and how she's going through. So
I don't like that she's getting mad at Zayden for literally the exact thing that she has to do as well.
I said the same thing. I was like, she's so mad at him for keeping some things from her that keeps her alive, pretty much. They kept her alive, but it was for the purpose of making sure that she didn't get Dane and anybody else read her thoughts. But she's doing the exact same thing to her friends, and she's so upset at Zayden that I don't think she's made the connection yet, at least not yet, that she's doing the same thing to Rurik and Rhiannon.
Rhiannon, I think is how you pronounce it.
Okay, Rhiannon.
That's how the audio pronounce it.
You know, she's doing the exact same thing.
Yeah,
I think she eventually is just going to give in and do talk to her, because those characters are very much how she became so strong, how she was able to go through and pass the parapet and the what's that thing, that climb obstacle place that they were in? Is that the
gauntlet?
The gauntlet. Yeah, the parapet's the beginning one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, the very beginning of the thing is she was helped. She took one shoe off and gave it to Rhiannon to make it for Rhiannon.
I don't know.
Her. You know, that was her first major connection with someone, was her best friend, who she gave a shoe to. So, like, I don't want you dying. Here you go. You can make it. You know what I mean? So, I don't like the fact that she's so leaving them out. I think it's going to be interesting how that all develops in the book and see where it leads to. I do like Tyrion's saying, he's like, no, they will forgive you because this is very important, but we have to keep it this way.
The thing is the reason I said I thought it was slow in the beginning was just because I feel like there's so much unnecessary things happening, and Violet is just a little annoying. Like, she needs to get over her thing with Xaden and Brennan and just realize, like, they had to lie for, like, the greater good.
That's another thing that's happened in the book, you know, with the whole Varnish.
What?
Commandant Varnish.
Oh, the guy.
That part that happens with him and the dragon and all that goes on in there.
Kill him! Kill his ass!
I was like...
That's what I'm saying! That's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm
like, I don't know how to aim, so sorry.
Yeah, I was like, don't aim. Just drop it all in the courtyard. Eventually one will hit him if he's running away. So
I agree.
So I like the fact that they're going through... I don't like how Violet is, like Samantha said earlier, how she's doing the exact same thing Xaden's doing, and... she's just upset and limiting herself to the romance and the connection that she has with Xaden, which I think will make her stronger into her thing. So I think she should get over that and just jump on him and do everything. That's it. Just let it go. It's like, come on now. We're past this already. I think if they all come together, they will figure out what they need to figure out about the stones and the metal and how to forge more weapons to get the Vernon. So.
Oh yeah, Venom, I think is what it's called.
Venom, yes, that. And the Wyvern. Yes. So. But yes, I don't like the fact that she's doing the same thing.
Don't trust me on the pronunciations, because apparently Rebecca Yarros doesn't even know how to pronounce the words in her own damn book, so.
I think right now, where they're at, because they don't have the numbers, and they can get overtaken, I think they should do more sabotaging of things in the school and try to get more information out of the thing. I don't know how her mom's going to be.
Oh, you do find out.
Okay, good. Because I'm like, her mom, like the way she acted when she came back, to be missing for 6 days after the war games, and she came back when she was alive, and the look she gave her, finding out that she got stabbed by Venice, she's like, oh my God, my daughter. Mm-hmm. I think she's going to be more in the sense of the side of her kids, especially if she finds out Brennan's alive, and then and then now I'm at the point where she just saw Mira for the first time since
she's
she left.
Visiting Xaden on her leave.
Yeah, she's visiting Xaden. She's in the thing, and now she's stationed there, so she'll be able to see her more. I was wondering where she's been. I was like, "What the hell is she? Like, she's her sister. Like, come on!" And then now she saw her, and they were throwing daggers in the courtyard or whatever. And I'm very plot driven, so I like the development of characters, and I go through and the romance. But I'm a book reader that wants to be in the first couple chapters. If I'm not intrigued, the book's going down. Like, I'm not gonna continue.
Well, we have opposite reactions.
Yeah.
Because I was bored as hell in this beginning.
Yeah, but you told me there was gonna be 5 books. So if there's 5 books going, you can't, and the sequel is never.
I feel like there doesn't need to be 5 books, is what I'm saying. I feel like she's dragging it out.
I mean, she's trying to make a little extra money with the 5 books instead of just 3.
I mean, but I don't think she...
If you know anything about movie makings and stuff, it's probably the same thing as book. The sequel is never as great as the first one. Usually by the trilogy or the 4th and 5th book, you'll probably be better. Every sequel sucks. Not every. Except for The Godfather.
So.
Except for The Godfather. The sequel was great, but...
I don't think so.
The Matrix, the second Spider-Man. I mean, you name it. They're all the sequels are...
What are you talking about? All Spider-Man with Tom Holland in it are fantastic.
Funny because I keep going back and they mention places and I go back to the map like, where's that? Southeast. Okay, it's here.
No, not
yeah, because I'm trying to say they're like, oh, we're at Samara, and then they're in Somerton and Athabine, and I'm like, okay, where are they? and then said he was stationed in whatever, and I was like, okay, where's that, and how is that Montserrat? And I'm like, wait,
what?
Where are they? And I'm like,
no, that goes in one ear, out the other. There's too much info dumping. Give me the romance. Give me the romance. Yep, this vlog is delayed because of him, not me. I'm done.
She started before me. I didn't even know that the audiobook was available. She ended up getting the audiobook and was reading for like 4 days before I was. And then the books finally show up because they were delayed on Amazon. And I got excited because I saw the book. I saw the box, but I'm not a nosy father and I didn't open her package. But I was like, this is the book. And I was like, I'll wait. And then she got home. She's like, oh, here you go. I'm almost halfway through the book. And I'm like, what? Yeah, so...
Cry me a river. Anyways, everybody is talking about their fucked up editions.
Oh yeah, I got
from Red Tower. He got a bad edition because his pages show the people.
Well, the first at the title, the edges, as you can see, ripped, and then on the inside, at the top, it came just like that. I haven't even fixed it. I haven't touched it. It's been the same. That's how it came in, all ripped. The first 2 pages of this were all messed up. It's probably because they rushed it. I mean, they were so excited about the first book and how well it did that they rushed the second print. I'm hoping that they learn from their mistakes, though I would like the book as quickly as we got this one.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But hopefully we do get better copies and better... I want better special editions. This special edition wasn't as nice as the first one.
Oh my god, I got a gorgeous special edition from Waterstone from the United Kingdom. You guys will see that soon. I can't remember now.
Oh, and she won't let me read Sophie Lark's Grimstone. She says, you cannot have it. And I'm like, whatever.
Guys, Brimstone by Sophie Lark, I got this at the Vegas signing, and she personalized it to me, saying, for my beautiful strawberry princess. Okay? I haven't even had the chance to read this because I've been so busy, and he tried to take it off my shelf and read it. And this is like a romance, guys. So please tell him that this is too advanced for him.
She told me I'm not allowed to use Sophie Lark yet. I'm not there yet.
You're not at that level of spice yet.
Whatever. But all right.
Leave in the comments down below what book you think he should read next. And don't say Sophie Lark.
Sorry for the awkward angle, but everyone was telling me to film my reaction when I get to chapter 25. Any spoilers, just that something happens in chapter 25. So yeah, it's almost midnight. My hair looks crazy. My room is a mess behind me. I have like all my annotating stuff on my bed because I decided to annotate, but I am in the middle of chapter 25 and I feel like something's gonna happen, so we're filming. Listening to the audiobook and reading at the same time. Oh, no, I did not guess that whatsoever, but interesting. Okay. That wasn't as devastating as I thought it was gonna be, so we're gonna read some more and then I'm gonna go to bed. Where are you at?
Greetings and salutations, you forgot. Greetings and salutations.
Slowpoke.
Really? You started like 3 days before me. I don't want to hear it.
Full spoilers at this point. We're just full spoilers.
Everybody's read it at this point. If you haven't read it, that's your problem, not mine.
I was gonna say that in a nicer way, but essentially yes.
And you guys had commented in a video earlier that you wanted me to respond to either 24 or 25 where... 25, chapter 25, and how I reacted to that. It was a little lackluster for me. I wasn't too shocked and too crazy. I was like, wait a minute. How is he alive? And I wasn't really shocked, but I wasn't like on the floor. I was a little scared for Violet. I was like, oh, now she's got to wait for him and the other people and Sloane and the other person. So it's like, now she's got somebody else to worry about. But I wasn't like too... over the top with it that he came back. So
same.
I'm at the point where he's actually saved her from the tower where he pulled her up, and I was like, oh, there she goes off the cliff. Taryn better catch her. And he ended up actually pulling her up, which I was shocked. I was shocked at that because he did fight with her and almost killed her. So that's how that was. So I was shocked at that, but I wasn't shocked that he came back. The whole mending thing is kind of a thing. I thought he literally said, I dropped a mountain on him. How are you alive? But they don't really go into that. But
I know you guys don't want to hear from me, but I have thoughts about that too. So what's funny is that I told my dad what to film himself, and he forgot the chapter. Mm-hmm. And he passed it, and he's like, what crazy part of the book, like, was I supposed to react to?
Yeah, because it was really 20 in the 20s. I didn't know what it was, and I think I'm at 26.
It really wasn't that crazy, and I feel like I'm just bashing this book, and I didn't hate it. I didn't. But I just feel like Rebecca Yarros wants that, like, plot twist, and she wants that, like, gasp reaction that okay, I'm not talking about her writing. I don't know how to word it. I feel like she thought of that plot twist and then centered the plot around it versus the plot, like, naturally leading to that. You know what I mean? I feel like she really has, like, these parts where she, like, wants a reaction, but I feel like it just doesn't make sense for the rest of the book. It does kind of tie in, but it just feels weird. The pacing of this book is weird.
I'm enjoying the book. I really am. I'm past the point where she gave in because he thought Xaden was dead or really injured.
Oh, yeah.
So she gave up and finally hooked up with the guy because she's been limiting herself. So I'm past that point.
Oh, yes.
So I'm there. Her sister's okay. Everybody's okay. Great. That's all good. I'm enjoying the book. I think it's okay. But I'm also more plot driven. She's more character driven. There's not a lot of character building sections in the thing, but there's a lot of plot holes that they're filling in, trying to get. Now they're, trying to get the first 6 journals for the wards. So we'll see how that goes. I'm right at that chapter where they just went into the secret archive vault with the King's Son, which I thought was crazy to think that the King's Son is hiding himself. This guy, that make him seem like he's a towering monster of a person and nobody recognizes him. Like, come on. He's not Superman wearing glasses. You should be able to pick him out of a crowd,
Well, I'm thinking this is a kingdom without technology, so you have to think a lot of people probably don't even know what their princes
and the paintings are probably... Yeah, but...
because what if we had to put a year... I feel like this would be historical. There's no...
I would think more into the medieval time where there was kings and queens. Yeah, with the throwing kings and queens and kingdoms.
Like it's more modern.
It could be.
I don't know.
But that's the good thing. You can't pinpoint a time period. I like that because now it's its own world and its own universe. And then Zolia, which is the one that got. This is the one that got completely bound. That's the border, like the edge of it, as you can see. And they mentioned that. And unless you go to the continent and you look at the picture, you don't get that. Like, well, how far is it from, Besgaiath? And I'm like, well, there's a lot of provinces in between, a lot of mountains. I always refer back when they mention a new city or a new section of the map. I always look to see where it's in relation to it.
My least favorite thing about fantasy. You might be a fantasy guy then, because he likes history and he likes.
I'm a history, thriller, sci-fi-ish.
I feel like we need to have you read more fantasy then, because honestly, that's the #1 reason I don't like fantasy. Usually, is because I feel like it's too much info dumping, which is what I don't like about this book. I feel like nothing's happening and it's just a bunch of info dumping. But apparently,
I'm plot driven. So I want to know the backside of...
There's no plot, I feel like.
There really is, because they're fighting the Wyvern, they're fighting the Venom, the mysterious character with the red eyes, the Wyverns, the mysterious character that she just had a dream about. That's the only reason I remember it. With the red eyes, with the Venom, with the scars, and the red, veins going through. And she was like, I thought she was dying. I was like, wait, what did this happen? I'm reading through that chapter. It started off talking about being attacked, and the guy talking to her. I was like, you're going to die, and everybody in your circle, and she's literally about to die. And I'm like, what's going on? And then she wakes up, and you're like, okay, cool. I was like, oh. Wait, so I want to know more about that. And I care about the background characters, like Sloane. They kind of threw her into the mix, and I'm like...
Well, you knew she was coming. Liam talked about her.
Liam talked to me, because he did ask her.
Sweet baby Liam.
I thought he was going to be the one walking down those stairs.
He should.
I was like, Liam is coming, because they were like, oh, they're making a big deal about somebody coming back. Is it Liam? And then I keep reading, and nope. It's Barlow. I'm like, whatever. Throw him off another cliff.
Fucking Barlow.
Throw him off a cliff. Whatever. They got to give me something in the last couple chapters to hope for the next book. I was very excited with this. When she woke up in a thing after the attack and the revolution thing, and she saw her brother, I was like, why? How? Wait! And it ended, and I was like,
Are you enjoying this more than the first book?
Not necessarily.
Romance is really good.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I just don't feel like it's strong.
This one has more descriptive than the last one.
Yeah, but they're never together.
Well, she's dealing... No, this is more hypocritical in Violet's sense. Especially now that she told all her friends. I'm at the point where she told all her friends and everything's going through and she's trying to deal with that. So I'm like... And there's a point in the part where I'm at, around the part where I'm at, where she realizes I'm doing to them what he did to me. And she's correlating it where she's trying to deal with it.
Yeah.
But she's not forgiving him and maintaining and building on their relationship. You're like, okay, I see why I'm doing it to them, and I understand why I'm doing it to them. That's why you did it to me. I love you. Say the fucking 3 words. Like, fucking A.
on it. I feel like she was so hypocritical, like, of Brennan and Xaden, and she did exactly what they were doing. And, like, the fact is, like, honestly, I feel like she's a little self-centered. Because she's, like, expecting all of these people to have, like, 100% honesty with her and, like, all of this stuff.
Xaden. She's not expecting anybody else.
Brennan, too. And her mom.
No, I don't think she wants that relationship with her mom, but she doesn't trust her. She doesn't know what side she's on, and she doesn't confide in her.
But, like, she's not realizing that they have to protect the greater good. The whole point is that they're thinking of people beyond the wards, not just, like, her feelings. Like, have you met Kat yet?
Yes. Cataronia. Xaden's ex.
Ugh, I hate this fucking plotline. Fighting over a man.
And it's funny because Violet put, jealous girlfriend type.
I hate that.
Toxica. Vibing as a toxica. She's like, wait. His best friend said, oh, I've never seen him act like this other than with Cataronia. And she didn't put it together then. And now she meets Kat. Cataronia, is that your ex? Bitch. So she's being a toxica. That's your man. Deal with it.
Thank you.
She's being a toxica. Like, let it go.
Really
just move on. But she's still pushing it. Like,
really
are we going to... Right now, they're at the point where, like, are we going to talk about this? Or we're dealing with this. We'll talk about that later. And I'm like, you're being toxic. Like,
and then she's not willing to talk about it. I hate that plot line of having, like, an...
it's kind of great.
An ex come in and it'd be, like, vengeful.
It's a character building... wielding,
y'all are about to die. We have fucking magic, wyvern, venom. Like, we have more important things to do.
Yes. But meeting exes is one thing, and you're like, no, bitch.
Violet is toxic. Thank you. He said it. He said it.
She's being toxic. Like, she's like being like, hey, that's your ex, right? Like, we're going to talk about that. And he's like, we got to deal with this. So we'll see.
My thing is, like, she could have when he said her name.
He said her whole name, not Kat.
No, but when he said her name, she could have gone and been like, oh, he mentioned this name. Who is that? And this whole...
No, she put it together herself.
This whole plot line could have been avoided. I'm just saying that I hate that.
It's relationship building.
They have
relationship building.
They have so much other things to
You have to deal with past, especially if you're not high school sweethearts, grew up together. You have to deal with somebody's past and their issues, growing from that person to be the person they are now. I can relate, so it's just the way it goes. I'm vibing. I like it. Great story.
They have bad taste in sports.
Whatever. You got bad taste in books because you don't even like this book.
What the heck?
I said what I said. I said what I said. Greetings and salutations.
Greetings and salutations, my dearest friends. We are here to wrap up this video. I look like a pale ghost because I have no makeup on. But
we had to do it.
We had to do it. I'm sorry that this video took so long to film. We have opposite work schedules, so it's hard for us to film together. We are here to wrap up Iron Flame.
All 3 books that we
Ridiculous that I have 3 copies. Oh, did you see the water
I did when
stuff?
it got here, yes. The one with all the design.
Well, now this isn't going like it's supposed to.
You gotta be smarter than the book.
Dad! I think throughout this video, I might have made it seem like I did not like this book. But that's not the case. I wasn't in love with it, but I didn't hate it. I gave it 3 stars.
You gave me... Because you read it like 2 days before I started it, and you said it's really slow.
Because it was.
It doesn't get really good to like the 20th chapter.
Because it does.
And I was like, all right, cool. I'll see what it is. And then I start going, and right away, it's like stuff is happening. And I'm like, what were you reading? Because I... literally, like, everything was going on, and this is happening, then the wards, and then I was like, whoa, there's a lot going on here. Like, throughout the book, I'm like, okay, I was like, I gotta find out. So,
I felt like the plot wasn't strong enough to stand on its own as a fantasy, and the romance wasn't strong enough on its own to stand as a romance. So I felt like both sides were lacking a little. Like, Xaden and Violet were not together during a good portion of the book.
He was away during a lot of things. Yes,
yeah, and then there was a lot of things going on that I just felt were unnecessary. Maybe they'll be necessary in the future books. Who knows?
What?
like the whole thing with the griffins and the mountains and like the stupid classes they were going to, it just felt very like
the second part of the classes. I was like, okay, they left Vescaia, and then they went to Arius, and then they were like, we're still gotta train. I was like, we're literally gonna be in a war. Like, why are you?
That's what I
understand
saying.
more the history. In a war. Yeah, the history and all that stuff could have gone out the window of my eyes. But wielding and writing and maneuvers. I think those should have been important.
Yeah,
classes.
that's important. I just felt like this was a war. This was a revolution, and I felt like they still acted as if they were kids. I mean, they are. Well, no, they're in their 20s, and also
because it's 18. I think is when you can.
Yeah, and they were constantly asking for permission. I'm like, it's a revolution. Okay, you're gonna break some rules. I don't know. I do definitely think that she has like a formula that she uses when it comes to books. She likes the shock factor. She likes the cliffhangers. And I am the type of person who really loves like a completed book. The fact that this is a series that's going to have like 5-6 books, I'm just losing interest. I would much rather it be like 1 or 2 completed books.
Well, that more of goes in the sense that you're more of a romance reader. I'm more of a, sci-fi, suspense thriller type. So for me, it's more of the they made it, yes, type of person. So that's probably why you felt like it. Going into it not knowing anything about the characters and not expecting anything when I read the first book gave me a lot to look forward to once I read the book.
Yeah.
And now you read the book and you're like, okay, cool, they're together, and then no, they're not. And like Violet got on my nerves. I'm just gonna say it. She got on my nerves.
No, but I said that too.
Yes,
I said that too.
I was like, get over it. She lied to you for a reason.
And the thing is I'm a girl's girl. I'm always going to root for a girl. I love strong, independent heroines. And I loved Violet in the first book. But this one, she was jealous. She was insecure.
Not sure of herself. I was like, did you not go through a whole bunch of shit?
She needed more confidence, I feel like. For sure. And she came off a little bit hypocritical. Because she was lying and doing things that Xaden was doing. But got mad when it was done to her. She was just a very angsty teenage girl in this book.
Yes. And I would say that, being in, relationships, you grow from each one, right? Each one you have, you go better. In the first couple of relationships, you're insecure, you're a little more not as receptive, you're more easier annoyed. And as you go through different growth through different people as you grow into different relationships. I think because this is her first and such a serious one that she doesn't know as in, growing into with someone in relationship.
So it's more realistic, is what you're saying. Okay,
because it is her first.
Oh, okay.
So I would say that's
the
how
voice of reason, I guess. What did you rate it? I gave it 3 stars. You gave it 1 out of 5. 5 being the best, 1 being the worst.
I would say 3 stars because the other one was a 4, 4.5.
It's the same rating.
The first one was a 4, 4.5 for me.
No, but I'm saying we have the same rating.
Yes, but mine. So we ended up reading the book and realizing that we both enjoyed it. But you led me to believe that this book was not as great. Don't get your hopes up. Just read it just because we have to film. And I'm like, the way this book was, I think it was great.
Well, okay, so yours is a high 3 star then. Mine is a lower 3 star, and I
3+.
I would like to say that he is very critical with his ratings. Like, he is of the type to believe that no book is a 5-star.
Right. There's always growth.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's dumb. So, he's never going to give a book 5 stars. So, I feel like if you...
Ooh, if I do, it's going to be... I'm going to frame it, because...
Because I feel like you like this one a little bit more than I did. Everyone was crying at the end of the book. Not a tear was shed. Not a tear was shed. And I'm a very emotional person. I cry for pretty much everything. And, yeah, the whole thing with her mom was sad. It was, but I didn't cry. I didn't feel that emotion like I did in the first book. I was bawling in the first book when Liam died.
At the sacrifice. And I guess it's more because I'm a parent, right? I have children. And what the mom did, it's something I think any parent would do, is sacrifice their soul and life to save their children. And that's what she did. She had her 3 kids all together again. She had lost 2, pretty much lost Violet, because emotionally, and then to realize that I can save them and do it, I think it was very heroic of her. I didn't cry, but I was very much moved by that.
Yeah, I thought you would be more emotionally invested in that scene.
Yes,
for sure.
the ending I was like,
Dumb.
what in the hell? I was like, wait, is there another chapter? Like, so I was like, wait, this is the last one. Why are we going back to this whole thing? Like, what's happening? And then it hit me, and I was like, wait. And you're reading, and I was dumbfounded. My jaw was on the ground.
I was not.
I was like, he turned. Again, he's older than Violet.
Yeah.
So he's gone through multiple relationships, and his sacrifice for the loved one. The love. That's.
I'm the romance reader, and I'm over here rolling my eyes. I think it's more so I was just annoyed because I knew we were getting another cliffhanger, and that just seems like how the entire series is going to be. And again, I'm not someone who wants to read like a 5-6 book series with a cliffhanger on every single book.
I can just see that episode if they turn this into like a series of things, and that last episode of this season would be of that chapter when he turns and his eyes are kind of red. Oh.
This would be a very interesting TV show, for sure.
Netflix,
not a movie,
Prime,
not a movie series, like a TV show.
Yeah, like seasons. Each book should be a season, or each book should be like 2 seasons, because there's different cliffhangers in each book. So
yeah, 3 stars for both of us, even though we had very different reading experiences.
Yeah, you downplayed the hell out of this book for me.
It was just boring to me. It was boring. We agreed to disagree, my friends. We agreed to disagree. So. Where was I going with that? I don't even know where I was going with that. Would you continue with the rest of the series?
Oh, yes. Yes. I want to know how she's going to deal with him being now, because she has some trust issues with him, because he, the marked ones and all this, and now he's like one step closer to being just completely being the enemy. My thing is in the future, with, oh God, what's the other dragon's name? Not the main one.
Segel?
No, the gold one. They got bigger.
Andarna.
Andarna.
Well,
I want to know
that's probably not the correct pronunciation.
True.
But yeah.
What signet is she gonna give Violet?
Yeah, and she's
I
like
think
this
that's
whole
because the whole
species of dragon.
the 7th species of dragon, the purple ones, and it not having one for 600 plus years, and what that is gonna be. I'm interested to see how they, because her signet's got to be very important to the plot and how it's gonna move the series forward. Either a savior type signet to where it's like once in a lifetime power, or mending, I don't know, something. But I think it's gonna be, I'm looking forward to that part of it. Like what is Ardana's signet gonna be for Violet, because you can have 2, because what's his name has 2.
Well, he has 2 because generationally they had the same dragon, but they weren't sure if she was gonna have a signet because she transitioned so quickly. I will continue with the series for sure. I think when I read the first book, I was like, oh my God, I need the second book right now.
Yes.
Like, I pre-ordered it immediately. I needed to read it as soon as, it was available. I started reading the second book. I don't feel that way with the third book. Like, if I were...
When it comes, it comes.
When it comes. Like, if they were to tell me it came out in 2025, I'd be like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I need it as quickly, especially because they did have some production issues. I feel like maybe we just need to...
my book was torn and got some pages that were like scratched or whatever. But I don't think they should rush it, but I want it as soon as possible with the book cover really done nicely.
So guys, another romance book that my dad and I have read together. We will obviously be continuing with this series, but we do want to continue with this style of video. So if there is another book that you want my dad to read, let us know and we'll read it together. I do want to definitely read a book of your choosing, maybe like a mystery or thriller.
I'll think of one.
So my dad's read a fantasy romance, he's read a historical romance, and he's also read a cozy mystery. So now it's my turn.
Historical too?
I said historical.
Oh, you did.
Now it's my turn to step out of my comfort zone and read a mystery thriller. So that'll be next video whenever we film that. But let me know what romance book you guys want him to read next. And no, he's not going to read Again the Magic.
Grimstone.
Or Sophie Lark.
Grimstone.
Or Sophie Lark. Because those are my favorites. And I can't accept any criticism on them. So,
I was there when she announced it. Like, Grimstone.
He's a Sophie Lark stan now, so.
Yeah, wow.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, thank you for taking time out of your day to spend time with us. It means the world to us. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!